You just taking that?
No,
No, you painted it.
You knacker.
I thought you might. Your camera's a bit cold.
It's freezing, mate. Absolutely freezing.
So that's what Callum's just taken. Did you take that with your drone, Callum?
No.
It's not the best sunrise in the morning. Hopefully we'll get better as the weekend goes on, but it's still a good start. The old man of store's just there. Been walking up to it for about an hour. I'm absolutely shattered. And to top it off, I've just fell over. Luckily no one saw. Callum's well ahead in the distance. Ben's still in the van. So to be fair, I'm just recording this video for a bit of a breather, to be honest. Not long to go now. Callum's plan is to walk somewhere over there, get a shot looking back. The old man of store. Some brilliant light. Definitely earned my dinner today. So this is where Callum was before. That's the old man of store behind me. Callum's now gone all the way up on top of that mountain range up there. There's some nice German guys behind me doing a bit of filming. They're about to send up a drone. Callum's going to be really jealous of their drone, I think. And Ben is all the way in the camper down there, probably catching up with his sleep. I'm now going to head up to join Callum somewhere up there, so wish us luck. So finally made it. I'm absolutely shattered. Eventually made it to join Callum. He's been here about half an hour before I got here. And now for the long way down. Race you, Callum. So one of the great things about this trip is you can get out your camper van, take your photographs, come back in your camper van, make yourself a brew, download them onto your laptop and have a look at them straight away. We're about 6 miles outside of Glencoe. We tried to get there last night, but we couldn't find anywhere to park. There was no snow whatsoever, and then we've woke up this morning, and this is what's happening this morning. So obviously we've got the kettle on. We're going to have a brew. There's your coffee, Callum.
Cheers, sweetheart.
It's times like this that you just can't do justice to the landscape with photography. Better just to look at it with your eyes. There's no way that this video is going to pick up how good the scene is, how good the clouds are, how good the sunlight is, how good the Highland cattle are. It's a good job that none of them came up to our camper van in the night, because we are actually in their field. Just left the coffees to go and photograph the Highland cattle, and to be fair, they're my favourite pictures so far on this trip. I'm really looking forward to getting back and editing them. in Elgol, we've finally made it down here. Technically, I'm in the North Atlantic Ocean here. Again, it's so frustrating that I just don't think that this video is going to sort of just capture how beautiful and how brilliant the landscape is here. The snow-topped mountains, the light, the tranquility of the place. But I'm going to try my best. We'll see what we get. It is now very, very, very cold down at Elgol. Whew. Time to go back to the camper for a brew, I think.
I don't know how to get it down again.
Great stop for a brew and for the maiden drone flight. Although the wind quickly changed, so the drone's now back in Callum's sleeping bag. Callum's just preparing his drone for the second flight. Callum's trying to sneak up on us with some snowballs here, but I've caught him.
One for Beecroft.
Callum, that was nowhere near. My camera didn't even pick that up. Monday morning, and after an early McDonald's coffee, we've made it along to Glenfinnan Viaduct. First got here, there was a little bit of colour in the sky. We've hiked all the way up to the top to get a bird's eye view of the viaduct. But now, as you might can tell, there's snow covering the lens. It's starting to come in quite heavy, so could be an interesting walk down. The Glenfinnan Viaduct was made famous in the Harry Potter films. A main component of this trip is the change in weather conditions. We've had sun, snow, rain, fog, hail. We're up on the top of the hill there at the viaduct at Glenfinnan here, and it was snowing that much I had to pack all the gear away. Sort of 10-15 minutes later we've walked down the hill. It's now lovely spring day, if it wasn't for the snow. Some lovely blue sky.
So we're currently in a whiteout and the roads are getting bad, so we're going to be stuck here for ages unless the snow plough comes along. But it's alright because we're armed, we're dangerous, and if there's a buzzard, pow! I decided to make a friend. Everyone's a snowman called Neville, don't they? Who's a funny lad, eh?
Morning guys from Glencoe Ski Resort. So this is the first proper campsite that we've stayed on in this trip, and good job that we did, because we've woke up this morning and there must be 4 to 6 inches of snow, and if we'd stayed in any of the other locations we probably would have been stuck there for a lot longer. Fortunately there's a nice man with his tractor, his plough and his gritter that's currently clearing the car park, and hopefully he's going to dig out soon. Because of the treacherous conditions, I'm not sure if we're going to get any more locations today. However, that's not too disappointing, because in the last 4 days we've indulged in some of the finest locations that the UK has to offer. A lot of the time when you're a photographer, when you go away to a new location or do any travel locations, you always come back with the photographs as your memories. Obviously on this trip I've captured hours and hours of video. Hopefully I've got enough to make a vlog out of. Probably some of it won't see the light of day. We might make it... Another photograph that I took October time before that. I don't think Ben and Callum are taking my vlogging very seriously. So that was Skye and Glencoe. Hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, please press the subscribe button. Loads more adventures to come.